Hey guys, it's Nate, aka The Foot Accountant. Welcome back to the channel. It is finally here, the big Friday of Team of the Season on FC 25. Quite possibly the most hyped Friday because La Liga comes into packs today. We've got the leaks of all the La Liga cards and what's going to be in packs today with official stats for those players, but also EA's already up to the ante with this insane Spurs TOTS team as well. They're not TOTS cards, they're road to the finals, but we have even more cards in packs today as we open all these saved up packs. Maybe you've been saving for a week because you didn't like Serie A. Maybe you've been saving for more than that because you've been focusing on La Liga. Today's finally the day where we get to open all of our packs. Now, we know all the SBCs that are leaked as well. We're going to take a look at that, and we have a big evolution looking like it's going to drop today as well for the striker position. That's going to impact the market, and we have to talk about the market today as well. Huge Friday ahead, guys. If you're excited for it, drop a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Now, quickly before we get into La Liga Team of the Season and all that conversation for today, let's take a look back at yesterday's last day of Serie A TOTS with our SBC content first. We have a very cheap, very high rated TOTS card here, at least for an 84 rated squad in a Team of the Season. A 93 rated card is pretty high. If you want to get this SBC done to either use him in game, you want the Malmo, CDM, Lassie, Berg, Johnson, or you just want a 93 rated TOTS card for whatever SBC comes out today for La Liga TOTS, that is a cheap card to get done. Now to the upgrade pack section, we had a 100 players pack refreshing yesterday as we maybe hoped that it would. It did, but it didn't keep the Team of the Week only requirements. EA updated this to include Team of the Week or Team of the Season players, which of course had a negative effect on Team of the Week cards because you don't explicitly need those Team of the Weeks for that SBC. The Team of the Week investment is not going to work out. These cards are down at 15,000 coins, and now with TOTS cards being as low as 12,000 coins on the market, it's not looking that great for either TOTS cards or Team of the Week cards to go up that much this week. But once again, I'll mention it, Team of the Season cards here at 12,000 coins, especially if you can snag a 93 rated card or a 92 rated TOTS for that cheap. That's a good investment to buy, stick in the club, and hold on to for a couple of weeks, maybe a month maximum, kind of like we did with the Team of the Weeks at the start of Team of the Season, because at some point, TOTS cards should be going up in price after we end TOTS, which is only 3 weeks away now, if you think about that. Now, also yesterday, we had a new daily login and marquee matchups. Of course, the daily login comes with a brand new objective for that daily login pack, chase, and grind there. Let's go to evolutions and kind of wrap things up with yesterday's content on the game where we did have an Evo. It's not that great of an evolution, though. It is the Not That Guy. Great name, to be completely honest. You're not that guy, pal. Well, most of the cards that we're getting out of this are not that guy either, except for the pace. 97 pace boost is what this left back Evo is, but there's a very tight requirement, a very strict requirement of having 88 pace as a max to get placed into this evolution. This Captivia base hero card is one of the better cards that does come out of this. Honestly, for me, this might be an evolution. If there's a player from any club that you support or any nation that you want to build a team out of that's lower rated, this might be a great evolution for a lower rated left back, because look at this Fabra card here, right? From a, what is he, a 74 rated that I just put into this, he goes to 90 rated only, so he still could be evolved, but his stats get a really nice boost and he gets good playstyles and playstyle pluses. That might be the best way to look at this Not That Guy Evo. There are a couple cards like Rolfo and the Captivia that we mentioned, maybe even a Zambrata or a Cucurella inform that looks pretty decent in this, but to me, this is just a pretty cheap Evo. I mean, it is free, so that's as cheap as it gets, but getting a card up to 97 pace is cool. It's just not that exciting of an evolution, but it's something, and it's something there. If you find interest in that, get some cards in it and get the upgrades going. Now, the biggest part of content yesterday was definitely the Spurs cards being added to packs. A lot of people are calling this the Spurs Team of the Season. EA did something that they have only done 3 times now in Ultimate Team history. They have released a full team of Spurs players in packs for Spurs winning the Europa League final, and they have also confirmed that it's going to happen for the Conference League and for the Champions League as well. Firstly, the leak of this happening was mind-blowing. I was shook. I woke up and saw this tweet and I was absolutely shook. Obviously, as a Spurs fan, this is incredible, but I just love what this concept is. And I'm so excited for it to happen for both of the Conference League final and the Champions League final upcoming as well. What I love about it is EA made all the cards 96 rated, and the man of the match of the game will get a 97 and a +1 boost. They're all 5-star as well. They're not live, but they are road to the final cards. Now, the thing is, these cards are only in packs for a short amount of time. They released these at the kind of the time when the game would have ended 2 days ago, when Spurs actually lifted the trophy and won the game. They released these cards about 4.5 or 5 hours after the content dropped yesterday on Thursday, and they're going to be going out of packs Saturday night. So it's a very short stay in packs for these cards. And I mean, right now you look at them, not a lot of people are opening packs because most people are saving for today with La Liga TOTS. These card prices are very, very expensive. I've seen some crazy fluctuations with these. I just bought Papsar for 200k. He's 260. I bought Mickey Van de Ven for 1.5 million coins. I just sold him for 2 million coins. I saw Heung-min Son go from 4 mil and sell at 6.5 million coins. Now, these cards are getting very rare as we head into today on Friday, but I'd be very careful with these. I think they are going to be dropping as we get towards the content drop today. But hands down, this is an incredible idea, incredible concept, and even if you're not a Spurs fan, obviously this is incredibly exciting for me. I'm opening all packs today. I'm opening packs even before La Liga comes out today for sure, because I just got to rip as many as I can to try to pack these cards. This is just more cards in packs that you could potentially hit and either try out or just get some 96 rated fodder at the very least. These are all 96 rated, and some of the cards at their lowest rating here and cheapest price look to be decently packable. Spence, Basuma, Danso, they were all just below 200,000 coins. A couple of other cards in the team at around 300,000 coins, and I imagine that a lot of these are going to drop today. So absolutely love that from EA, and super excited now to watch the Conference League and the Champions League final, knowing that those teams of players are going to come in packs, and that is another thing that is on the line with FC 25. Also, yesterday we had the first road to the final upgrade up to 96 for a live card that was released previously in this game, Odobert, and they gave a huge boost here, guys. He got +5 and +6s in all of his stat categories for his +5 overall upgrade. That bodes very well for Tosin Adarabioyo or Lee Kang-in or for Tessie, for any of the live cards that are still out there and existing for what is upcoming with the other two European finals. So watch these cards today. You already have seen me mention, and I'll show you here on the transfer list. I bought Richarlison's at 400,000 coins, sold him too early. He's up at like 700,000 now. These cards fluctuate like crazy. They are rare. They're only in packs for 2 days. They're going to be incredible to trade with, especially for Spurs fans like me that will pay whatever it takes to get a card with a player from Spurs holding a trophy. Like, that's never been an FC before. FIFA, never been an Ultimate Team, right? Here it is. So that's one thing to kind of watch for with those cards. They're going to be great to trade with and great to flip, and I'm going to be trying to pack as many as I can today on this game. Let's talk about La Liga Team of the season, though, because with those cards in packs, we're going to add the La Liga cards, and it's about to be a fun day today ripping packs, because this La Liga Team of the season is the highest rated TOTS yet, and most 4 playstyle plus players that we've seen out of any of the teams. It was, I think, before 1 attacker, 1 midfielder, and 1 defender. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at least. I think we have actually 6 4 playstyle plus players in this team. We've got 5 attackers, or 4 attackers, 1 midfielder, and 1 defender at the very least. Look at these attackers here. The 97 rated 4 set here of Mbappe, Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, and Jude Bellingham. Rafinha with 99 pace, Mbappe with 99 pace, and of course Lamine Yamal, we've seen his card. Vinny Jr.'s got 99 pace as well with the low driven. Pedri in that center defensive mid slot with those stats looks incredible. Intercept, anticipate, incisive, and tiki-taka. Wow. Lewandowski's got finesse, low driven, and incisive, very similar to like Harry Kane's TOTS card. Kubarsi looks really good. Jules Koundé looks insane. Rapid on a right back, also going to be able to play center back with the intercept jockey. Inigo Martinez looks very good as well. He's the 4 playstyle plus defender. Valverde looks good. Griezmann, one of our highlights, looks very good. Alvarez looks very good as well. Rudiger looks solid. And then you've got some of the lower rated cards down here. Iago Aspas, don't sleep on that card. He had some very good versions earlier in the year. Joan Garcia is the highest rated goalkeeper. He's going to be super packable. But we have a Courtois in the team as well. And the Courtois has got rush out of goal, long ball pass, and I don't know, long throw? Is that actually long throw? That must be inaccurate. I'm not sure. But we do have a team of the season, Courtois. He is lower rated than Joan Garcia, but I feel like he might be the most hyped team of the season goalkeeper card today from this team. Isco and DePaul also down here at the bottom. Those look like very usable, cheaper team of the season cards there. So honestly, incredible team. You got the big names in here, but the big stat boost and a lot of 4 playstyle pluses is what sticks out the most to me. Now let's talk about the prices of these cards, because I think what we saw a few weeks ago with Premier League Team of the Season, how those card prices reacted on the market, is how we're going to see cards move today for La Liga. I think you're going to have so many saved up packs open today, guys, that you're going to see these La Liga TOTS cards start off pretty cheap. I think you're going to see in the first hour or so prices, sure, they're going to fluctuate all night tonight on Friday, but if you want to try out a La Liga Team of the Season player, seriously, open your packs really quick and then go and check the market, because after that, what's going to happen is people are going to be doing the same thing as you. They're going to be finishing up opening their packs, and then they're going to want to go try and buy one of these cards that they weren't able to pack. Then they're going to go into Weekend League, because this weekend, high stakes rewards. These cards are in packs. Of course, you have only one Weekend League qualifier win required for you to enter the FUT Champs. Playoffs is only 1 win instead of 2 out of 5 games. So more people are going to be in Weekend League. There's more demand for that game mode and for having the best and most meta team possible because of that. So watch out for these cards maybe to get supplied really heavy right away, as people maybe save their Rivals Rewards player picks. Of course, those supply the market a good bit. Watch out for that today, and then have some rises, but then you definitely have some drop in prices as you get later into the evening. So think low, rise up, and then come back down later in the nighttime. That's just kind of a general way to think about these card prices on this game today. Now, Liga F, we don't know a whole lot about Liga F right now. All we have is the official Putellas card here and a couple of the highlights cards on the women's side of things. We do not have any official squads as of me recording this video right now posted for those players or for Liga Portugal, the secondary league that is coming into packs today. We do know the Icarus, but watch out for more of those leagues. I mean, obviously, the leagues for Putellas and for Liga F are going to be very, very anticipated. We already have one good SBC league in Patrick Guijarro, so that's going to be a very interesting squad of players that's also going to be in packs today, but they would probably act the same way on the market. A lot of supply early, so if there's any hype cards in any of those teams, definitely look at the supply early, then see some price rises in the next hour as we get Weekend League opened up. We do have the official cards here for the highlights. Bo Rissa, Angel Dahl, and Lavogues, both are all looking kind of like fodder. And we do have a post here of all the TOTS highlights players, including Angel Di Maria from the Portuguese league. Travella, finesse, and technical. 96 passing and 98 dribbling. That's going to be a nice one there for him. But yeah, the La Liga cards definitely take the cake, and they look the most insane out of all the cards that are coming today. So that's what's coming into packs, and hopefully a little bit of insight on how they could be moving on the market. Let's take a look at SBCs, because last week with Serie A, we had some good ones, right? Dumfries and Dybala specifically were very, very solid SBCs. We've seen the leaks. We've looked at a few of them already. We're expecting good SBCs today and throughout this week of La Liga Team of the Season as well. We've got some big names leaked once again. Of course, Anthony, I think, should be the player SBC today. It could be Nico Williams. I mean, earlier on this year, we did have a Nico Williams SBC on a promo Friday. Was that Road to the Knockouts? I think it might have been way back when we had that Nico Williams SBC that was very hyped. Now, the Nico Williams card looks good. 99 pace, finesse, tiki-taka, and rapid, but the 91 shooting and the 90 passing are a little low for this stage of the game. The Anthony card, I think, looks the best, even though he's got a little bit low shooting and passing. He's got 99 dribble, 95 pace, great playstyle pluses. If I had to guess, he would be the card that would be dropped today as an SBC. And I just hope that, like we had with Serie A, I hope these SBCs are affordable, easy to do, because they've got a great selection of players here. All that matters is some of the play styles, the weak foot boost for Anthony, right? Anthony is famously known for having a 1-star weak foot in game. He needs to have at least 4. If it's 3, we're not going to like that. If it's 4, that's fine. If it's 5, that's amazing. So if Anthony is today, hopefully he's a good price, and we'll see a lot of hype with that one. And we also have expectations of a second player SBC that could be coming today. Maybe it's Guijarro. Maybe it's a player from Liga Portugal like Giovanni Kenda. Maybe it would be Babajide. Who knows? Barry, this card's actually going to be pretty interesting to watch because he had an inform earlier on in the year that a lot of people used in Evos, and that card could be kind of compared to the Amiga SBC we had during League 1 Team of the Season. That was a very good card. This card could be as well. Press proven, finesse, and aerial with 95 pace and 94 shooting. So I would expect 2-player SBCs today, probably Anthony or Nico Williams, and then somebody else after that. Also, quick shout here for Jimenez. I mean, we've been packing this guy as an 83 rated gold fodder card for years, and here we are with a Team of the Season version for him with 95 defending that looks at least decently usable. Probably going to be a cheaper SBC during the week, but hey, that doesn't look too bad. So out of all those player SBCs leaked, it looks pretty good. There is one more that's been added though, and that is Balde, and this is actually a very hyped one. I don't know if he's going to be today with this name now thrown into the mix. I mean, you could see Alejandro Balde today as an SBC as well. But this card for Balde has been so expensive all year long. He's had so much hype. A lot of the Barca fans want to use him, maybe Spain fans as well. He just got so much hype in-game and IRL, and this card's super duper rare, so his price is always crazy expensive. This card is going to have a lot of hype as well. He's got the Jockey Slide Tackle and the Anticipate Plus with the 99 pace. So that's another SBC to be watching out for today because we have packs, and that means we're going to have a lot of fodder. So whatever SBC is out today, hopefully it's a good price, one that we want to put our fodder into, but EA is going to know that we have a lot of packs too, so maybe one of the SBCs or both that could be released today, they have potential to be a little overpriced. That's one thing I did want to mention, but hopefully that is not the case. Now let's talk about Evos, because I mentioned we have an Evo leak, and it's a doozy, okay? Because it's a Max 92 Striker Evolution, but it's not just any old Striker Evolution. It is a big stat boost. Guys, the leakers here are capitalizing in all caps, big stat boost, and we think we may have found out what those big stat boosts are going to be. But the rest of this Evo gives Finesse Plus, Quick Step, Load Driven Plus. I'm actually even preparing a card today that I would like to put in this evolution. If that is the order, if it's Finesse, Quick Step, Low Driven, my boy Lionel Andres the Goat Messi is going to be getting himself Finesse Plus, and he's going to go into this evolution here because of the stats that I'm about to show you, the leaked end game or like end stats, I guess we would see on these cards with the 5-star skill move, the 4-star weak foot boost, the Trickster Silver being given to the cards. Allegedly, the cards at the end of this will have 96 pace. You get plus 18 pace up to 96, plus 14 shooting up to 93, and plus 16 shooting or dribbling, up to 93. So you take a look at a card like Messi with 96 pace and 93 shooting, his dribbling wouldn't get upgraded because he already has 94, but I would be there. That is a phenomenal evolution. Sure, it's going to be paid. It's not going to be super cheap because that's a really big boost, but if that does hold out to be true, and you're like, Nate, who is this guy? Well, this leak, it was kind of confirmed by leaker discords. Probably wasn't supposed to get out of those, but it did. Here we are. And this is kind of what the boost should look like for those cards. Our expectations are set super high now because of this. If it's something different or if it's not as good, we'll be a little bit disappointed. But this, as the leaks go, look very, very, very good. Now, once again, the requirements here, there is one kind of limiting factor to this Evo. Max 92 overall, max 98 pace, max 96 shooting, max 88 physicality. That actually is probably going to disqualify some of the strikers that you guys may want to upgrade and evolve right now, because maybe your striker that you have has like 90 physicality. You put them into other Evos, so they've got a higher stat there. That's the one thing that does limit this Evo a bit here. But of course, one of the cards that does fit is Gareth Bale's Team of the Year icon card. If you look at his stats though, he already got 93 shooting and 93 dribbling. but he has 83 physical. That makes him fit. So you would give this card Finesse Plus, but is it going to be worth it? Maybe the other playstyles you could give him, it is worth it, but that doesn't look like an insane Evo for Bale because his stats are already so insane. The number one question I think a lot of us have with this Evo today is, as we look at an Mbappe Total Rush that absolutely exploded in price yesterday after these leaks kind of got out, what's the passing boost? Because if you don't get a passing boost on a card like this Mbappe, you're sitting there with 82 passing, but you got your shooting boosted up, you got extra playstyle pluses. That might not look so good for some of these cards. That's the one thing that I'm really curious about. Or this R9 Ronaldo, right? Like, sure, you'd get +3 dribble, +1 shooting, and you get the playstyle pluses if you had this card and were able to put him in, but what about passing? We need to see a little bit of a passing boost on this Evo today as well. So I'm very, very curious to see how that goes. There is one small disagreement between the leakers here. Foot Agent says it's low-driven silver or low-driven base playstyle, and Foot Police says it's low-driven plus. So we're going to have to wait and see who is correct on that, because if you don't have any playstyle pluses, you know, you would want that low-driven plus. If look at those 3 playstyle pluses, right? Finesse, quick step, low-driven. That's as good as it gets when you're creating a striker on this game. So that Evo looks very good, and I would say this, we got to be very careful with striker position cards today on this game as well. I'm not just talking about like this card, Hyunmin Son here as I'm looking at it, but maybe some older team of the season striker cards, like a guy like Isak, and I say older, like a couple weeks ago. Some of these other team of the season cards that have been very hyped, sure, that have dropped a lot recently because of the Evos that we've had, but you know, some of these cards, like even a Harry Kane team of the season card, who's now under 2 million coins, he could drop further today if we're creating these incredible strikers through this evolution. So that's one thing I wanted to mention. Watch out for those strikers today on the market. And also, we do have another Evo that is leaked. It's a 92 center attack and mid Evo that seems like it's going to be a little restrictive with the requirements, because you cannot be striker, center mid, or CDM. You have to be cam, and maybe just cam and right wing, cam or left wing, or maybe just cam. That's it. So like a card like Kaká would maybe go into this. It gives incisive, press proven, a long ball, weak foot and skill moves, stats boost. Again, here he doesn't say big stat boost in all caps like he did for this leak right here. That's worth mentioning. Finesse and technical silver. So that could be today as well, or it could be later on during the weekend. I think last Friday we maybe did have 2 Evos though. So I think that's worth saying. We could have 2 Evos today on this game. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is actually in objectives, because there's a big pack that's going to be available today. That is from the Season 7 weekly play. It is the La Liga TOTS pack, of course, but it's the group reward, the 93x5 eFigs Team of the Season Players pack. Now, the way you're going to get this done super quick today is when the Season 7 weekly play refreshes, you're going to get 60 SBCs done, which is not going to be that hard to do. If you do your daily bronze, silver, and gold, then you run into the super daily bronze, then you do some craftings. Like, if you do that grind, you're going to get 60 SBCs done pretty quick. And then also you got to score 6 goals outside the box in rivals or champs. That's going to be the quickest way to get this done if you're just trying to hit this 93x5 pack today. One thing that I wanted to mention, because the pack code was updated yesterday to include NWSL. And a lot of people were asking the question like, wait a second, this is an eFigs pack. England, France, Italy, Germany, Spain. NWSL is from America. Sure, it was released with the Serie A, so Italy, but it kind of doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But hey, it's okay. Maybe that those cards are in there. You could pack a Trinity Rodman. You know, you could hit a Sophia Wilson, who's in packs right now until content today. It looks like they are a part of this 93x5 pack that EA are going to be releasing to us today. And it does include TOTS highlights players as well. So that's going to water it down. Let's be completely honest. I have medium hopes for this pack because, you know, there's a lot of great TOTS cards that are out there, 93 plus and above. But at the same time, there's a lot of 93, 94 rated purple cards out there that aren't that great. But that's, of course, a big thing that a lot of us are going to be looking forward to today on this game. Now, lastly, really quickly, let's talk a little bit more about the market, because today has such high importance and so much anticipation related to the La Liga TOTS cards that are coming out. We kind of already mentioned these cards right here. I'm trading with a couple of them right now. I picked up a couple of Vicarios for 370,000 coins because this card with 99 reflexes, with the footwork, the long ball, and the far reach, looks like maybe the best goalkeeper in the game. These cards still, even with how good they look, probably are going to drop towards content today. And for the rest of the market, with the hype of content today being so high for La Liga Team of the Season, I think you might see prices react like we saw during Premier League for some of the out-of-packs cards as well. Remember when Premier League TOTS came out, what happened with the League 1 TOTS cards and the D1 Arkema TOTS cards? These cards tanked for like a solid 30 to 45 minutes. All of these got destroyed in price, but then they went shooting back up as people went out to play Weekend League. I would super closely watch Bundesliga Team of the Season today, Premier League TOTS, because these cards had showed good signs of demand, because even yesterday, after Division Rivals rewards, a card like Alphonso Davies, who is down right now, but yesterday after Rivals rewards, he went from 315 all the way up to 330, which isn't a huge rise. There's a couple cards that had better rises, like Kimmich. He's 135,000 right now. Look at this graph. He went from 130,000 before Rivals to 160,000 after Rivals. Mateus Cunha, a card that we bought yesterday and traded with and actually sold too early because he went up even further. This is a great card yesterday. 150 all the way to 186. He's still 175 right now. He might drop back down to 150. 140 even after content with all the crazy panic. If there's a good SBC today for Anthony, right? You maybe need to be careful in who you buy and sell. If there's a great SBC for Anthony, so you maybe be careful with wingers, whatever positions that he has. Also, strikers, you want to be a little bit more careful with those. Maybe today it's going to be a little safer to trade with a midfielder, a more defensive midfielder, or a center back. So maybe a card like the Jonathan Tah, maybe a card like the Upamecano could be a really good trade today. I'm just trying to throw out some names that if you're trying to get active on the market and make some coins, actually, what? He was 286 yesterday, went to 325, and here we are at 276. Yeah, there's going to be opportunities to make coins. There's going to be a Friday night bubble tonight. We talk about it every single Friday. It's going to be a real good one tonight because La Liga TOTS, there's going to be a lot of demand for people to build weekend league teams to get the best rewards possible. So 100%, I would get involved with some flips today if you want to get active on the market, or just kind of be cognizant of how the market might move so that you can make good purchases and good sells at good times on the market when you're looking to go buy and sell cards, even to just play games with your squad. If you buy those cards at the right time, you can save yourself a lot of coins. You can maybe even make yourself a lot of coins as you go about that. So that's going to be the video for me today. I'm super excited to rip open packs. Going to sell off some of these last Spurs cards here that we were trading with. We lost some coins yesterday on some Division Rivals rewards flips. I did pick up a couple of Shakiris, lost some coins on the Rodmans, but overall we are going to net positive on these Van de Vens here. We bought 3 Van de Vens for 1.5 million, 1.56 to be exact, all around the same level. Sold them for 1.8, 1.77, and then 2 million coins there on that one. The Richarlison's bought for 400 to 420. So those were, you know, he went up 100,000 coins from there, even went higher than that. But incredible trades with these Premier League Spurs road to the final cards. I can't wait to try to pack some of them today, and I hope all of us have a chance to get some good pack pulls today on a big time promo Friday. If you enjoyed this video, drop a thumbs up on it, comment down below if you have any questions, and of course subscribe if you're new. We will be streaming around the content drop today. It won't be the longest stream ever, but we will be streaming there today. If you want to check it out, we can come here to the YouTube stream or head into the Twitch chat, or even on TikTok if you want to watch the live stream today. It's going to be an exciting day today on Friday, and I hope all of us get to pack at least something good for today on La Liga TOTS. All right, I'll get out of here. Have a great Friday. It's been TheFutAccountant. See you later in the stream. Peace.